Okay.
Hi, I'm the group accounts manager for the Chicago Bulls. My name is Dan Hernandez. The reason I'm calling is I'm looking for the person who plans most of the group outings at your organization.
How do you mean?
Well, who organizes group outings for your school or the PTA or band or sports teams? It could just be a group activity or maybe a fundraiser. Who would handle those activities?
Oh, yes, that would be me. I'm the CEO for our organization, and I deal with anything in regard to outside activities with sports teams.
Right, great. I just have a few questions for you then. Have you ever been to a Chicago Bulls basketball game?
I'm sorry, I regretfully say that I cannot say that I have.
That's all right. Not everyone has. The Bulls are one of the premier teams in the Eastern Conference of the NBA and have one of the largest rising stars in Jimmy Butler. Our games are second to none and truly unique experience.
Oh, wow, I never knew.
I'd like to ask you a few questions to better understand what type of group outings your organization usually does and see if there is something that might be exciting for your group to come to a Bulls game. Can you give me an idea of what types of events you have done in the past and what criteria is most important to you?
Oh, we've
Uh,
done a good amount of events, such as volunteering at a golf tournament or attending a White Sox game. It is most important that we have anyone involved those events entertained and connected with our organization.
Tell me a little bit about that experience. What did you like and dislike about those experiences? What could you do to make the experience better?
I liked how it was a free-flowing atmosphere and nothing was set up like many other business outings we go to. The only thing I really didn't like is nothing was catered to us. It was hard to make our guests feel special, and the quality of play was pretty bad.
Right, makes sense. How many people attended? Did it include spouses and families? Would you consider it a good turnout, or how many total members do you have?
About 10 people attended. It was mostly just board members, and then a couple of business partners. It was a pretty good turnout since we as a staff only have 5 people on our team.
Okay, great. What are the goals you would like to accomplish in these outings?
I think our goal with these outings is to inform our guests what exactly we do and why. Many of these events are a chance to build a relationship, so I think it's very important to build relationships with whoever we may choose to bring.
Okay, what time of year does your group prefer to do outings? Do you prefer weekdays or weekends? Do you want to focus on big time opponent or is the cost the deciding factor? Our season runs from October to April, so if you were to do an outing with the Bulls, what time frame would be best for your group?
We prefer to do our outings on weekends or late night weekdays. I think the match is pretty important to us compared to the cost, just because we wanted to show our guests a special time. Based on that time frame, I'd say sometime in November around Thanksgiving would be best.
I understand. Thanks so much. That was a great answer. When you do an outing, who usually pays for it? Do the members pay, or does the organization pay, or is the tab split?
Usually the organization pays for it. We usually have a pretty strong budget we can be flexible with. So it's easiest if the organization pays for everything.
Gotcha. And is there a price range you would like to stay within to fit members' budgets, or do you typically include the cost of food with the outing?
We obviously don't want to spend too much, but we usually do like to consider what all the package includes for the price.
Okay, and when you do an outing, how do you promote it? Do you use email, flyers, newsletters? How would you get the word out and information in the hands of every single member of your organization?
We actually don't do that much for it. We usually send out emails and a couple of flyers at any events leading up to the outing. Usually we don't promote it too much. I guess the best way to get the word out is calling and then sending out emails to our constituents. Mailing everyone too could be an option.
How are decisions made for outings? Do you decide, or is there a committee? Do you have to present to anyone? How long does the decision making process take?
Usually we have the primary members on the board and those who have most stake make a decision. Because our organization is small and really trying to grow faster, I usually make the final decision at the time I feel is best for the organization.
Okay, based on what you told me, I have a terrific idea for you. Here's what we could do for you. You're interested in bringing out potential and current partners in November. I would recommend the Saturday night game, the week before Thanksgiving. We play the Cleveland Cavaliers then. They've got one of the greatest basketball players to ever play, LeBron James. They won the title this past season, so I'm sure there'll be no lack of performance at the game. We can arrange seats for you and about 10 people right below club level. This gives you great seats, and we can even throw in a food package for a total of $70 a ticket. This will cover the basics, and you will need to have the night you won't forget with 10 people. You could reserve your seats for just $700. Does this sound like an outing your group would enjoy?
We don't have enough money in the budget for that, actually.
How do you mean?
Well, I just thought it would cost a lot less overall. We can't afford that much.
I understand that, but I had a couple of clients that had the same situation. They found a different solution. They had their organization members paying a large part of the ticket price. I can help by providing marketing materials to you to get the word out. So our lowest price seats are $45 per person. Would your organization be willing to pay that amount?
Oh, yes, that seems a lot better. I'm so glad you could help us out.
Terrific. I'm glad you think this will be fun. All we need to do to place your order and hold the seats down is a deposit of $100. The final payment is due in October, a month before the date of the event. What credit card would you like to use for the deposit?
This one's fine. Thank you so much again, and I'm really looking forward to it.